K-Files 001, Rebellious Soul, the musical. Department K-Files 001. 5 cups are ready because we got some things to discuss. Before we even get started, let's clear up one thing immediately. Yes, that's Idris Elba. And yes, I know exactly where y'all minds went. Not today. Today we're opening the work file, not the rumor file. Idris Elba co-directed and creatively collaborated on Rebellious Soul, the musical. And honestly, after watching this, I think K. Michelle might be a storyteller before she's anything else. My first meeting minute says, why does a 19-minute musical have 3 acts? 19 minutes, 3 acts. Girl, stand up. But somehow, it worked. I knew who everybody was. I knew the relationships. I knew the problem. I knew who was lying. I knew who was hurt. I knew exactly what was going on from beginning to end. Nothing felt rushed. Nothing felt dragged out. The pacing was actually kind of perfect. Now, this is early K. Michelle. You can hear it immediately. The vocals sound younger. The production sounds younger. The writing sounds younger. But the honesty, already there. The vulnerability, already there. The mess, definitely already there. Rebellious Soul feels like watching the blueprint before the renovation. The house ain't finished yet, but you can already see exactly what it's gonna become. And honestly, that may have been my favorite part, because I wasn't watching somebody become K. Michelle. I was watching K. Michelle becoming K. Michelle. Different conversation. Let's get to the actual file. The songs don't feel like songs. They feel like phone calls, conversations, meeting minutes, talking to the friend, talking to the man, talking to the mother, talking to herself. Because for most of the musical, you're sitting there saying, girl, why do you keep picking these men? Then the conversation with the mother happens. And suddenly the whole file changes. Because now we're not talking about men anymore. We're talking about patterns. We're talking about trauma. We're talking about survival. We're talking about little girls growing up and accidentally dating versions of their fathers, their stepfathers, their abusers, and their chaos, because that's what feels familiar. Not excuses, context. And that is why I keep saying the ending wasn't the most important scene. The ending was the loudest scene. The conversations with the mother was the most important scene. That's where the entire musical changes. Ending hit harder than I expected. Much harder. If childhood trauma and anything of that nature are difficult topics for you, I genuinely think this needs a trigger warning, because this musical goes there, and it goes there hard. Now I gotta ask y'all something. 19 minutes, 3 acts. Is this a musical or a long music video? Because I know where I landed, but I want to know where y'all landed. And now we get to the question Cafetiere Labrish always asks. Was this worth your time? Absolutely. 5 CTOL Cups. Not because it's perfect, not because it's polished, because the conversations this project creates are stronger than the production itself. And honestly, that's harder to do than making a good musical. K-Files 001, Rebellious Soul, the musical, the blueprint before the renovation, the archive is officially open. Acting wise, I gotta give K. Michelle credit. Was it perfect acting? No. But was it believable? Yes. And for this type of project, believable matters more than polish, because she wasn't playing some far away character you couldn't understand. She was playing a woman in the middle of bad choices, old wounds, and emotional survival. And she sold that. The strongest parts of her acting was when she wasn't trying to be dramatic. It was the little things, the facial expressions, the frustration, the attitude. The way she looked tired of her own mess but still walked right into it. That felt real. And when she was singing to people, it didn't feel like she was stopping the story to perform a song. It felt like the song was the argument. The song was the confession. The song was the conversation she couldn't say regular. That's where K. Michelle worked best in this musical. As far as Idris Elba's direction, I see what he was trying to do. This did not feel like stage theater. It felt like television. It felt like somebody took a drama episode, took out half the dialogue, and let the songs carry the scenes. And that's why the three-act structure worked. Because even in 19 minutes, he gave us a beginning, middle, and an ending. You could tell where one scene ended and another one started. It didn't feel like one long music video to me. It felt like small chapters. If you want the deep dives, the receipts, and the conversations everybody else skips over, hit follow. Thanks for watching Coffee, Tea, or Labrish with Mona Indefatigable Heights.